I think I want to go back to the question last night on the confusion among Yashar'al. Yes, confusion. But there's a couple things that we must keep in mind, and I'm going to go to a scriptural text. I think I will do that very quickly before we go on today. Because when it comes even to the feast, that really creates a lot of confusion for many. Well, the name is a great divider. The feasts, they are a great divider also. And then there's a whole host of other things that comes after them, after those. But why is that? Well, one, we must keep in mind that we do not arrive at the truth, but we grow in the truth. We must all keep that in mind. We grow in the truth. Nobody arrive at the truth. We grow in the truth. Nobody arrive at the truth. We grow in the truth. But people can also cut themselves off from the truth. People can also cut themselves off from the truth. You know, one way of cutting ourselves off from the truth is, for example, well, there are several ways. But you know, for example, you have people that declare there is no Mashiach. To declare Mashiach is to deny Yahuah, because Mashiach is Yahuah. You cut yourself off from the truth. When you speak against the servant of Yahuah, you cut yourself off from the truth. When you speak against the one that Yahuah uses to proclaim his truth, you cut yourself off from the truth. The scripture says that Barak is the one who honors the prophet. He will receive the prophet's reward. Favored is the one who honors the prophet of Yahuah. That one shall receive the prophet's reward. And the one who curses the servant of Yahuah, the prophet, the malachak of Yahuah, the slave of Yahuah. That's what a prophet is, a slave. Do not use the word prophet from a Christian perspective, but a slave. But when one does not receive the malachak of Yahuah, the servant of Yahuah, cuts himself off from the truth. So also today you have people who not only teach that there is no Mashiach, who have cut themselves off from the truth in so doing. They also say Shaul is a false teacher, false prophet, whatever they call him. In so doing, they cut themselves off from the truth. Shaul is not the false teacher. Shaul does not teach contrary to Torah or the rest of the scriptures. The problem is we have a lot of people, and this is the truth. You have a whole lot of people out there who are teaching, and you know what? To be quite honest with you, to be quite honest, I'm going to be quite honest. I'm going to be blunt. Many of them are just outright illiterate. Now, it's one thing to be illiterate, but have the Ruach of Yahuah, because the Ruach teaches us all things. But to be illiterate and do not have the Ruach, you're in a bad state of affairs. When you are illiterate and you do not have the Ruach, then the only thing that's going to come from your mouth is nonsense, foolishness, and stupidity, because you can't even read something and get comprehension from what you read. You are illiterate. Now, one can be illiterate but have the Ruach, and the Ruach teaches us all things, because that is one of the jobs. That's one of the jobs of the Ruach. The Ruach is our instructor. The Ruach educate us, give us understanding. When we read the scriptures, the Ruach opens it up to us and gives us understanding. The people would often be amazed when they see the taught ones of Yahusha. And when they open their mouths and they hear them speak, they say, oh, but is he not one of those that follow that guy, Yahusha? What school did he go to? How is it that he speaks as if he has gone to some place of higher learning? These men were just fishermen, but yet they could reason with the most highly educated of Yashar'al. Because they had the Ruach. They had the best teacher that one can have. The problem is that a lot of these people you see on YouTube and Facebook and in other places, and they say things, they have no understanding about context. You know, I have, in talking to some of them, I have used the word context, and you know what they tell me? Go ahead with that Christian doctrine. Really? I didn't know that Christianity had a doctrine called context. I thought context was just a regular word that affects all of us on a daily basis, a minute by minute basis. It affects us in everything that we do. Context is all around us. When you sit in your house presents context. When you walk down the street, walking down the street presents context. When you read a book, there is context. When you speak, context is established. Because the one sent by Yahuah really don't need the education of men to be wise and to be knowledgeable. Because Yahuah is our instructor. Yahuah is our teacher. But when you don't have the Ruach, and you can't even read past the 3rd grade, and everything you say is going to be nonsense. And that's a part of the problem today with a whole lot of people who call themselves teaching things. They don't understand the importance of context and the importance of studying and reading contextually. They don't even understand the difference between studying and reading. You see, they don't understand. So they continue to err in great ways.